I'm Rashad. I'm the regional trainer for Faces in the Middle East, and I'll be helping you today ask questions about anti-age regimes.
So, to start off with, can you tell us why and when anti-aging creams are used?
Why and when? Well, to be honest, you're supposed to use anti-age creams starting your 20s. However, each age group has different products that they need to be using on a daily basis. So, for example, in your 20s, we suggest you to use products to prevent, because not a lot of damage has happened to the skin as of yet, but you need to start using products that will prevent and prolong the appearance of damage to your skin. The 30s is when you start using products that prevent and at the same time maintain. So you're maintaining your skin and the elasticity of the skin. The 40s is when we start repair creams. That's when we start products that contain retinol and ingredients that facilitate the production of new skin cells. And 50s as well is protect, repair and nurturing. Anti-age products at the end of the day are moisturizers. That's what they are, or the concentrated form, which are serums. And if you stop using these products on a daily basis, if you stop feeding your skin and hydrating it, of course you're going to see drastic results. So that is true in a sense. However, do brands sometimes promise a lot more than our expectations? Of course, it's not magic. It takes time, and it takes you being very consistent with your application and follow your regime religiously. That's the only way you're going to see the promises that the brand promises on the packages. But again, there is a huge misconception of wrinkles and expression lines. Don't squint and laugh and then complain about wrinkles, because expression lines are just expression lines. They're going to appear no matter what. Basic information. The first thing you have to pay attention to is your skin type. Is your skin dry, oily, combination, or normal? If your skin is oily or combination, you should be looking for creams, moisturizers that are anti-aging, that are water-based. Water-based and lightweight, because these are not going to clog your pores and they're not going to add to the shiny oil on your face. If you have dry skin, you should be looking for creams that are oil-based. If you have dehydrated or mature skin, you should be looking for creams that are petroleum-based. And that's the thickest form of moisturization. Apart from that, you should always look for UVB and UVA protection. A lot of people mix both together. UVB is just protection against the ultraviolet rays that will make us darker. But they're not protection against the really, really harmful UVA rays, which cause, by the way, 70% of the aging on our faces. UVA rays are so harmful it penetrates to the dermis and it destroys collagen cells completely. So you need to constantly wear UVA protection even at night, because even when the sun goes down, UVA rays are still around. It goes through clothes, it goes through windows, it's everywhere. And UVA protection is usually measured by a metric called PA. PA plus, 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 or plus, plus, plus. And a lot of people don't even know what that means. They just think that if it has SPF, it's going to protect them from UV rays in general, but it doesn't. You have to look for PA protection and SPF protection together in your cream. Other ingredients to look for are retinol and epidermal growth amino acids. These two ingredients, especially the epidermal growth amino acid, won a Nobel Prize. And what it does is that it really does simulate the production of new cells in a much efficient way than other ingredients. And retinol, as we all know, reduces the appearance of fine lines. Basic skincare regime is split up into two routines. One is daily and one is weekly. Your daily should include the following steps: cleansing by using a cleanser. The second step would be exfoliation, not scrubbing. Exfoliants you can use every day. Scrubs you should use once a week if needed. The third step would be toner. And a lot of people don't even know what toners are for. The problem is that when our dead skin cells appear on the surface, they are incredibly acidic, and they take our skin pH balance to 2.2 to between 2.2 and 2.5, and that's very acidic. And this encourages bacteria to live on our skin and cause acne and breakouts. And then when we apply cleansers on our face, cleansers are very alkaline. So that takes up the pH balance of our skin up to 7 or 8. What we need to do is we need a product to bring back the pH balance to 5.5. So the skin, not clean, is at 2.5. The skin cleansed with a cleanser is at 7 or 8, which is very alkaline. Toner brings it back to the optimum pH balance for your face, which is 5.5. Other thing it does is that it closes your pores. After exfoliation, new skin cells have just been exposed, your pores are open, you need something to close it back up so it stops from collecting dirt. The step after that would be moisturization. Whether you're using anti-wrinkle or not, please moisturize. And moisturizers, the way moisturizers work is incredibly simple. It's just literally a veil on your face that reduces water evaporation. When we reduce water evaporation, moisture gets locked in our face. Added to that are some oils and lubricants and other ingredients that add softness to the texture of our skin. And then your weekly routine would be split up into 2 steps, which is scrubbing and facials. That's it. The difference between the exfoliant and the scrub is that even though on the tube or on the container it will say exfoliant, a lot of them do not have any particles in them. It's just a liquid. And a lot of people don't understand, how is this going to scrub my face? How is it going to exfoliate my face if it's just a clear liquid? There are 2 different kinds of scrubs and exfoliants. There is mechanical and there is chemical. Mechanical are the ones that rely on abrasives. Grains and particles that will literally rub against your skin and physically scrub away dead cells. The chemical ones have ingredients that literally dissolve the glue that holds the dead skin cells together. Once the glue is dissolved, it just falls off. So exfoliants that are designed for daily use for oily skin usually contain very, very, very fine mechanical ingredients plus chemical ingredients. Daily exfoliants that are for dry skin and sensitive skin especially do not contain any, because dry skin as it is very fragile, and of course so is sensitive skin, so their products are usually grain-free. They're just chemical exfoliants and that's it. When you come to the weekly scrub will contain very heavy mechanical ingredients, sometimes sand and stuff like that. Yeah. And masks are just, well, we all know masks depending on your skin type. If it's dry, you use a hydrating mask. If it's oily and combination, you use a cleansing mask. If it's mature, you use an anti-aging mask, and so on.
Wow, that is so much information.
It's a lot of information and a lot of work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Anytime, and please feel free to drop by at Faces for a free consultation with one of our beauty experts.